Computer. Hello and welcome everybody. This is Norman from Mosta. Speaker view please and pin. So this is the Malta Poets Society episode. I forgot which number. It's 17th September of the year 2022. This is no music, no life, but I'm gonna take it away and we'll work it out another time. Here we are. So, Malta Poet Society, welcome, welcome, and I would like to start by honoring the person who started off Malta Poet Society. Name is Yogi Paulo, unfortunately passed away at the beginning of this year, but people can learn about who he is because of the Facebook page, Facebook profile, which can be found from my friends, YOGI PAULO, Yogi Paulo, whoever would like to find out more about Paulo. And I'd like to honor him by reading one of his poems as the start of tonight's Malta Poet Society online open mic. Lovely to have Wales, Philippines, and London in the house tonight. People from different places. And here we are. So, Paolo wrote this. To the light. A shrunken person closed and existing in night's shadows. A sensitive soul rendered helpless by the onslaught of common madness married to time. Can we lose the past? Can we jettison the painful period? Awaken! It's possible to dance again in wisdom and joy. To feel the freedom of knowing and being known. Look deep within for the treasures. Let the seeds now be sown. So that's Paolo there. That's Paulo's work used to be like really short, one pagers. So 30 to 45 seconds roughly, definitely never longer than a minute. They were really spot on, really deep. And I wanted to read that as a first one to honor Paolo. Thank you. Thank you for listening. And now I go to gallery view, everybody. So I'm doing camera work as well as host. And can I ask our newcomer to take the floor right now? First poem. Lakan, would you like to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect.
uh,
Nice comment, Parmjit. Thank you so much. Lovely, lovely. Really resonates. Very good. Yeah, sure. So I give you a screen. So I add pin, I remove mine, and there you go. So welcome, first time ever. Thank you so much. Lakan, please introduce yourself as well and say a few words about you, where you're from, and whatever, and take it away. Enjoy.
thank you. Thank you, Norman. Good morning, everyone. Magandang umaga. My name is Lakan, and I'm a poet from Filipinas, or in English, the Philippines. So it's my first time here. It's always exciting. Although every single event that I go to um, is a gift. That it's unique. So thank you. I wonder if I could share screen, Norman.
Yes, I think it's already set to multiple, but yes, so you can share screen.
Fantastic, thank you. So I've been writing for Tupelo Press and the US. I'm showcased for this month. So I am writing one poem a day. So this was my I think I've a couple of days back. It's called
Mm-hmm.
the Black Tie Gala. Death. Wait, sorry. Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, great. So here we go. A black tie gala. Death is entertained while selfishness holds my hands tight enough to choke my grandmother from the gift of resting. Peace is cued in lines green to lie like a play. Playing God is an inheritance. I steal the still, steal, script is still. like a spiel of stretching her breath on a stage to stage my ego in contracting a contract of my indomitable guilt on my inconquerable grief. Hiding in a backstage of appearing I care for her, it's for me. I can't let go of extending the frames of holding her patience, kissing her understanding, embracing her hope of my constant abandonment. Why didn't I come sooner? Regret is always late. All I have is a monitor to direct the intermissions in this self-serving production of her suffering, and my pride, compassion is set aside. I exhaust her pain to benefit my greed with a standing ovation, but death is the only one clapping while my grandmother and I bowed to the end. We did put up a good show, but blame is my only encore. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank
For
you.
sharing. I'm. Oops, there's some noise there. Okay. Remove pin. Ta-dam. There we go. Back to screen. Yes. All right, here we are. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Wow, yeah, very, very powerful. Very good.
Yes, it was great. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And Pranjit is also commenting. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, Isahay. These last few sessions, as we can attest, me and Claire here, like we've been having like increasing quality, not only more larger diversity, but also like really deeper quality poems. Very grateful for this. Claire, are you ready to go? Whoops, mute.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I'm
Are
just,
you are you ready to go yourself?
yeah, I'm just getting my poem up here.
Fantastic.
Okay, so this is, can you still see me? Oh no, I've done
Do you
my
see your picture?
Yeah, let me just can you see me now?
We did for a second, and then you went back to.
Okay. Can you see me now? Not that it
Not
matters.
yet.
It'd be best
No.
if you don't. Oops.
We can see your picture, but not you live.
Okay, that's all right then. Okay, so this poem is one that I wrote. We'd had some trouble with the police after parties and that. It's a long time ago, and my boyfriend and I went off down to Devon and to try and recover from the trauma of it all, really. We were having a party and we were just setting it up in the house, and the police came with riot vans and roadblocks and stuff, and there were only three of us in the house. Anyway, they took us away and I got arrested and stuff, and it was traumatic. So I wrote this poem on the way down to where we were going away. I wrote it on the train. Early on we made the pact: if we forget and mention them, we've got to juicy kiss the bad taste away. We've been 6 months getting bitter, watching things just getting silly, watching people who would be people run with a dirty pack. Oh yeah, and there was watching ourselves become obsessed, watching friends get out of earshot, watching people getting greedy, watching the pigs get away with fucking murder, watching friends getting shit on, watching yourself getting sick and tired watching. Right, that's that one.
Thank you for sharing.
Okay.
Wow.
I've got one that I turned into a song. It's only short.
Go ahead, keep on
I'll
going.
try and sing it. I haven't sung on here before. So I used to go off. I used to go to church or something in the night, and I'd come back home and we'd smoke a bit of cannabis, and we'd be in the kitchen with the two dogs that follow us in, and we'd have a little smoke, and then we'd eat sweets. We'd get the munchies and So that's what fuses are. Fuses are a chocolate bar. Okay, and we used to have fun in the kitchen. So lately it's been lovely getting into the kitchen with you. In between jokes and music, smokes and fuses, and getting into the kitchen with you. And those two are following in to the kitchen again. It's amusing how music and smoking and cooking and talking and walking are everything to live for, and more of the same as a cure for pain. An hour in the kitchen and you're up again. So what's a weight gain when waiting in the kitchen with you? While it's a bacon's making love in the kitchen with you. Bitty boo.
Hey, Sahay, we heard Claire's singing talents today. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Lovely Claire, there you go. My God, beautiful. Thank you. And since we're at that point, I'd like to, first of all, lighten up because my my own poem, my own contribution is different in style, different in topic and everything. And after this, I have a little small guessing game. Now, if you were following me on Facebook or Instagram, you might have seen this or heard it, but if not, it doesn't matter. And after that, so I have my own contribution, a little bit of a guessing game, and then someone who's not present with us, but they offered a poem inspired by Emily Dickinson, if I remember correctly, and I'll read that. And I will also screen share. Thank you for the idea of screen sharing with the text there. So my own poem, let me start by this. So yeah, here we are. Okay, so Paramjit has been hearing about Malta and Gozo. Claire, of course, knows about it. And Lakan, do you know about anything about Malta and the archipelago that we are here?
I do know that it's just it's a what do you call that? An an exclave in Italy, inside Italy. Is that correct?
Malta is not inside of Italy. Malta is the main island of
Oh,
seven. That's good, that's good. Malta is the main island of seven. It's an archipelago, a group of islands. There are seven islands, Malta being the main one. Second inhabited is Gozo. It's about one third the size, but
oh,
much less number of people. The third inhabited island is only 1 kilometer long and very, very tiny. It's called Comino. Then there are four other islands. So you have Cominotto, uninhabited, Filfla, uninhabited, and two St. Paul's Islands, again also uninhabited. So we are seven island archipelago, Malta being the main one, and even though it's the main one, it's not even big. Our like the longest is 27 kilometers, and the widest is 14 kilometers. So that's the main island, and on that island we have about 350,000 or even more people living there. So it's crazy. Hello, Michael. Welcome, welcome, Michael. I hope you can hear us. And yeah, if you'd like to say a few words, welcome and just introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from. That would be beautiful.
I'm Michael. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, in the United States. I'm getting over a respiratory infection, but it is not COVID. I was negative for COVID, and I'm about over it. So I look a mess, but I've got to run out and run some errands. But I'm going to take my phone with me so I can follow along, and I might just participate in the chat mode. Okay.
Fantastic. So I take it you're not going to be able to participate by reading a poem or something like that this time around.
I'm not sure, mate, but I want you to see my shirt. Can you see my shirt?
Yep.
Do you see what that is?
No, we can't see it anymore.
Hold on. You see it now?
It looks like a part of a flag.
The United States flag.
Yeah.
but but the state is the state of Alabama.
Okay.
State of Alabama. So okay.
Thank you. We'll see you around. Cheers.
Yes,
Please
I'll
participate
be
in the
here.
chat.
I'll be here. Looking forward to it.
Fantastic. So, beautiful, Michael. Thank you for joining. That's nice. We keep on growing. And so I was about to read my poem and I was explaining about Malta and Gozo. The context is important because the poem was written on the island of Gozo and it's about, of course. So here it goes. The name of the poem is 0713-1405-2011. That's the name of the poem. You'll see soon why. 14th of May, the start of day. In nature, in Gozo, on a deck chair by the pool, meditating and tapping every day, 1 week on, from learning the new technique, the technique of tapping, it's also known as EMF. In nature, in Gozo, enjoying the awakening of the animal world, observing the insects dance, realizing the play of life, birds chirping, other animals each sounding their own voice, stating and affirming their existence. As I write these words, I'm caressed by the first rays of the sun rising above the stone wall and reaching me through the fence around the garden pool wall. And I had a photo of this once. All around me, exquisite flowers, a statement of eloquent beauty and the bliss of life. I've just been saluted by a bee passing by my face. Is she curious of my poetry? I think I'll just lie back and enjoy life, enveloped in the wake of day. Thank you, and I just found out I did not pin myself, but everybody was there, that's fine. And now the little guessing game, and for this I am going to pin myself. Pin, good. So this is it. So I am going to offer a little bit of a piano introduction. So whoever knows me well knows that I play piano, but also djembe. Djembe is an African drum, chalice-looking drum. And I was playing that today, and maybe next time, because I have to check the video, maybe next time I can actually have that on screen and as a contribution to the October episode of Malta Poet Society. But for now, I'm going to open up this little guessing game, and later on, of course, I'll play the whole thing, all right? But, like, try to guess what song this could be, or this is, from the introduction, okay? Or my introduction, all right? Here it goes. Enjoy. Any ideas? And would anyone like to contribute? If you're speaking, I don't know whether I can hear everybody. No, everybody's muted, people. So if you want to speak, you have to unmute first.
I don't know what it is.
And I'm sure you know the song, Claire. For sure, that no doubt, 100 billion% sure. All right. Any ideas? Anyone would like to offer a potential? We have a don't know.
It's not Happy Birthday, is it?
No.
No.
No. I gave you a tiny bit more.
I know, that's where it starts.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is.
I advanced a little bit more. By the next note, someone we will guess. Don't tell me not yet. I don't know, Lacan, don't worry, because I'm guessing your age, but Claire, you know this damn for sure, and possibly also Michael. And my
Is it
guess
a
is
Beatles one?
come again, come again.
Is it a Beatles tune?
No, but it's somewhere in the same, let's say, let me say, I think era, generically speaking. Oh my God, oh my God. I'm gonna keep you guessing. Parnjit, I would say that my guess is you might know it too.
Oh, I know it, but I can't think.
Ah,
Oh, I know. Hallelujah.
Yeah, right, right, you're right. Something with
Hallelujah.
the hallelujah.
Leonard
Leonard
Cohen.
Cohen, Leonard Cohen, yeah.
So later on, maybe I'll end by playing my little version here. It's very very subtle. What I made some two changes here and there, but like really small. And yeah, great, great. I'm happy that we guessed. I'm happy that we guessed. I love it. Okay, so there goes Leonard Cohen. So now what I'll do is I'll share screen and read the poem by our beautiful Roanne. So Roanne, let me go for the, let me see my screen. Maladadam, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I think it's this one. No. Where is it? I loaded it. Come on. Oh wait, okay. Here. There we are. So this lovely little young woman is inspired by Emily Dickinson, I believe. I can't see it right now, but this is the poem that she offers to Malta Poet Society online open mic on 17th September 2022. I am nobody. In the in the shadows cast by the lights, I need not to be seen by the stars so bright. As time slips like water in a spring, and heaven's rain just drips, yet gives growth to nature's kin. Many names shall disappear with grand works that the future might learn from, though we try to preserve and pass down the message till kingdom come. And it is signed Rue. That's for Rowan, I suppose. So there you go. And she kindly asked me for feedback. So I'm happy if anybody would like to share something or maybe type it in the chat. It would be lovely. So thank you so much. Thank you, Rowan. Hopefully she'll be here in future episodes. I don't know if she's busy or maybe sometimes people tend to be shy, and that's a possibility. But yeah. So there we go. That would be nice. Round one. Appropriate. Okay. Interesting. I'm curious to learn why. That's not about that comment there. I'm curious to learn
Is
why.
it because of the content of the poem?
Poss-
Read it again, Norman.
Shall I? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me share screen again, and here it is. I am nobody in the shadows cast by the light. I need not to be seen by the stars so bright. As time slips like water in a spring, and heaven's rain just drips, yet gives growth to nature's kin. Many names shall disappear with grand works that the future might learn from, though we try to preserve and pass down the messages till kingdom come.
Oh.
And I'm leaving it on screen if anybody would like to comment or check.
Yeah, so it's that I think the comment was that because she says I am nobody in the shadows cast by the light. I
Mm,
need not to be seen by the
mhm.
stars so bright.
That's right,
So
Claire.
yeah,
That was
so
the
it's
thinking.
appropriate that she's not there.
Yeah.
It's kind of better that she isn't
Okay.
because
That
and that the background's black.
That
It,
I don't know. It may be just a coincidence, unless, well,
oh no, but
the
it just
notes, yeah,
adds to it.
it
Yeah,
adds to the
to the
performance.
feel of the poem.
Yeah, yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
Okay, so of course I should be watching the episode because I'll send it to her, and then we can get feedback. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you for feedback, people. Thank you so much. So like this, we've done one round, and I feel if you want, we can go for another one. Oh, Michael, I don't know if Michael would like to chip in anything before we consider round two. I don't know if Michael is listening right now, or if he's in a position to contribute or wishes to, and that is fine either way.
I'm listening, and I love Emily Dickinson, and I like that poem. And I once said that if Emily Dickinson lived today, she probably wouldn't Facebook or Twitter.
Uh-huh.
Do you need me to repeat that?
I didn't catch the last bit about Facebook
Okay.
and Twitter.
I like Emily Dickinson. I like that poem, and I believe I understand that poem. And I have said before in the past that if Emily Dickinson lived today, she probably would not Facebook and Twitter and social media.
Uh-huh. All right. So that's about Emily Dickinson. And yourself, are you in a position to contribute, or do you wish to, or shall I just go for another round with the other people who are on this call?
Oh, just go for another round for now. I'm enjoying listening.
Perfect, perfect. No forcing, of course. I'm just asking so that I give the space. So we can go for another round, people. If anybody would like to go ahead with another contribution, you're more than welcome. And I'll actually look for something myself as well. I tend to do this live. It's actually nice to just feel into things, and you know, yeah. So I'm looking for something myself, which is fine. I know I have the music to fall on to, and that's good. And so what did we do today? Today we did healing. Do I have a do I have a poem about healing? No, but I myself can start with with a haiku. If anybody, not probably not the people on the call, but people watching later on, might not know what a haiku is, it's a Japanese style poem, very, very, very short, 3 lines in all, and it's usually very condensed in terms of meaning. So there is a structure to it. It's like 5 syllables in the first and then the third line, and 7 in the second. So 5 plus 7 plus 5, 17 syllables, and that's the long one. Because there is a shorter version with 353, so you have to condense a message in 11 syllables. Technically they call them but it's very close to syllables as we know them in language. So I have a poem here, a haiku called Ancestors. Those who came before, teachers, mentors, guides of ours, heed, block, block, heed, what? And I wrote this on the 25th of August, I forgot which year, at 6:31 in the afternoon or evening. So that's a little haiku there to start off round two. Thank you for your appreciation. Would anyone like to go next?
Actually,
Okay,
I could go.
go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll follow with the haiku, but in the English language, we don't follow 575 because when you do, it can get too wordy. It's more the emphasis is more on an imagistic implication.
Okay.
The sun powerlifting the day over the flat line. The sun powerlifting the day over the flat line. I also included that one because in the poem that you read earlier, I like the image you had of the sun coming up over the stones,
Mm-hmm.
and then you feel in the warmth. that was an image of resurrection. And it
Yeah.
recalled to me that haiku that I wrote about maybe a year or two ago. The sun powerlifting the day over the flat line. And of course, the flat line is the horizon, but
Yeah.
the flat line is also an image of death. You know, if, when a person goes flat line, they're dead.
Yeah.
And the horizon is the flat line, but the sun resurrects the day
Mm-hmm.
over that flat line. Okay, I'll
Thank you
go
for
back on
sharing.
mute. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much for sharing. Wonderful. All right. So we had Norman, we had Michael, Claire, Lacan, Paramjiti's audience for today.
Yeah,
Other people, yeah. Go ahead.
I could go. I could go. Actually, it's interesting. Haiku. I think that was last year, July of last year. I had this because we were planning a workshop for haiku.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to this poet from Tokyo, and I like I was mind blown with
Nice.
what he told me about haiku. And haiku was first and foremost a performance poetry,
Yeah.
and not written. And it is also a conversational type of poetry. So someone has to respond. And yeah, it was like, what? I didn't know that. Like I thought it was written all along. So but that was incredible. And yeah, I think I love this. I love this group. I'm very comfortable.
Thank you.
And whenever I'm comfortable, I love to sing. I'm Filipino, and we're synonymous for like just loving to sing.
Go
We
ahead. It's amazing that I attract musicians and singers and the concept of music. So please do go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I'll. Oh, there goes my AC. This is a cover. I I just um I just remember the song right now. It won't be easy. You'll think it's strange when I try to explain how I feel. That I still need your love after all that I've done. You won't believe me. All you see is a girl you once knew. Although she's dressed up to the nines at sixes and sevens with you. I had to let it happen. I had to change. Couldn't stay all my life down at heel. Looking out of the window, staying out of the sun. So I chose freedom, running around trying everything new. But nothing impressed me at all. I never expected it to. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. And as for fortune, and as for fame, I never invited them in. Though it seemed to the world they were all I desired. They are illusions. They're not the solutions they promised to be. The answer was here all the time. I love you and hope you love me. That's it. Thank you.
Wonderful. What an interesting rendition. Thank you. Thank you. Very touching. Very touching. I guess I have to ask Wales to come online.
Okay, I'm here. Can you? I'm here. Here I am.
Here you are. Yes, we can see you.
Okay, I've got I can't find it. I've just had to scribble it down from what I can remember of it. But this
Wow.
we used to go to years ago, we used to have big outdoor parties in Wales, and we used to have them sometimes we had them in this big quarry at Penmon, which is on the tip of Anglesey, where there's a the light, you know, the what I can't even remember what they're called, the lamps in the sea.
In the sea. Ah, not on the in the air.
Yeah. Anyway, a big quarry. But so we went to this some amazing parties there, and then my boyfriend and I at the time we went back one day to have a look, and we weren't allowed to have parties there anymore because the police used to come and stuff and chase us away. But it was full of cows pooing all over the place. It was swimming in cow. I'm going to say it's shit. It was
Yeah.
swimming in it, but we couldn't go partying there. Right.
Uh,
So when I went back home, I wrote this. We went to Penmon today, to that crazy place where music played, where people danced and people stayed for a couple of crazy days, from near and far, from here and there, on foot, by bus, by car, where rock was hewn, great love was strewn, twixt earth and sea and star. We were acid dancers, taking chances, yep, speed, ease, friends, romances, tents and fences, water and boulders, getting softer and gentler, younger, not older, da da, sets my heart ablaze, yeah, all our Penmon yesterday. What's this? Shit on the ground where we dance to the sound of riff and sigh and pitbull. What's there now? A load of dirty cows and shit. Yep, fucking filth. On top of the lot, where there was acid dancers taking chances. Yep, speed, ease, friends, romances, tents and fences, water and boulders, getting softer and gentler, younger, not older, da da, sets my heart ablaze. All our Penmon yesterdays. Okay, so there's truth in shit, but they shit on the truth. And truth is, even though it changes, what remains is fact. And now what we lack, we've gained in other ways. You might say we've had it, and you might say we've lost it, but that's just the way of the world. Because if you've known it, you've got to blow it to know what you got when you get it back. So we mustn't forget that we've lived forgiving, and in forgiving, we'll keep it forever. We know they'll never shit on top of that. 'Cause we're acid dancers, taking chances, yep. Speed, ease, friends, romances, tents and fences, water and boulders, getting softer and gentler, younger, not older, da da, sets my heart ablaze, yeah, all our Penmon yesterdays. Yeah.
wow. Today. Wonderful. Wonderful. Just be aware that you're muted if you're speaking or commenting. Whoa, that's cool. Love, love, love. We have here. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yes.
Claire, can I ask you what the police have got against people partying in Wales?
Oh well, they didn't like people getting together. It was the time of the Criminal Justice Act. The thing with raves and big parties like that, it was kind of like the Druids. You knew you could go anywhere in the country to a party or a nightclub at one time and say, I know so and so, and there'd be somebody there who would know somebody that you'd know, because it was just a massive, the dance music scene was a massive network. And that's really why they stopped. They had the Criminal Justice Act, and they stopped big parties. And it's the same thing. People get together, and they don't. It's not really a good thing in the eyes of authority for lots of people to be getting together and getting together, talking. Yeah, a bit like now where they'd have lockdown, shut the pubs. It's no good, is it, having people getting together, talking about
The
injustices
first
and
time there
stuff
were
like.
just 3 of you in the house.
Oh yes, well, it was kind of my own fault, that, because I'd gone round to all the neighbours and told them we were having a birthday party, and one of the neighbours was the local judge. I think that they thought I was going to have a big rave. Well, I mean, there were people coming to. I used to have parties, put big parties on in my house, and people had come after nightclubs. They were sort of after parties, but they didn't like it because they went on all night. And I even had a party that went on till the following Wednesday, Friday night.
So it was a preemptive strike.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there were only 3 of us there. All my kids were there as well. Yeah, there we are. Hey.
Okay. So, what would you like to do? I might offer one more if you like from me, but I don't want to take anybody's time. Would anybody like to have some more floor time? Or maybe I can go with the music for today, and I think we can softly start wrapping it up because it's nearly going to be an hour, and that's lovely. So yeah, let me do that. Let me play the whole now of the Leonard Cohen one. I just played it, by the way, in the wedding that I mentioned. Oh, not everybody was online and on time to hear me explain my super busy day. So today, before this event here, I was playing a wedding mass, and this was the end song of the mass. And I had a feeling, I just knew intuitively it's going to be the best of all the performances, like the songs all put all together, and it actually did end up being so. So I'm very proud, and this is of course me not singing. I'm gonna be playing this, and that helps actually to concentrate on what I'm doing on the piano. And there is one particular line that's gonna change from the first time to the second time, and maybe I can outline that a little bit later because it's like really nice. And these little subtleties are also what happens in language. So from introduction, I'm gonna keep on going now. And that was also when I put my hand up. The first time was to show the change. Thank you for the hearts. The second one because I also changed the ending, and I gave it what I call a Bocelli ending. So the Bocelli ending is very easy to find out. That's like a complete shift, totally unexpected. By the way, the audience, the congregation did not budge. Nobody went out to prepare with their eyes. They were all like this, mesmerized to the arrangement. And the other parts, so it's like that's the first one. The second time I shifted a little, one shift, one note, one change in the bass, which was sorry. That really like bing, everybody's ears was like this, like you could see it in the people's faces when I changed that little bass note there. Magic happens with one little change. Not rocket science, but you have to like really feel it. And that was like, wow, amazing. Thank you for feedback. We do have a link in the chat. What's this? I'm gonna check. This is probably, my guess is the original or something like that. Let me see what we're saying here.
Did you know?
Wait, we're talking of...
Said it's Jeff Buckley covering
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Oh, Jeff Buckley. So a different singer to the original, perhaps. Okay, thank you for sharing. I'm curious, and I will definitely listen to it. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, I'm gonna save the chat as well. So if anybody would like to save the chat, I hope you know what you need to do, right? So there are 3 dots around the chat, and you can click there and you say save chat, right? For anybody waiting to save chats when we're on Zoom meetings. So there we go. All right, would anybody like a free word for the end before we wrap up the episode? Would anybody like to comment, share anything openly, ask questions or whatever?
Yeah, it's
I'm just
wonderful.
curious to learn from Michael and Lacan. How come you found out about us? Did anybody tell you in person, or did you find out from Eventbrite, for example?
I have found it on
Muted.
Eventbrite.
No,
It's an
but I
Eventbrite.
can't hear
That's where
you.
I found it.
Lacan, I can't hear you. You're speaking,
No,
but I
yeah,
can't
I
hear you.
can.
You don't seem
I could.
muted,
Eventbrite.
No, I
but
could
I can't
hear
hear
him.
you.
I could hear him.
Eventbrite.
No, now you're muted.
No,
Now you're
Eventbrite, he
officially
said,
muted.
Norman, you can't hear any of us.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear everyone, but I don't know if
What's
he's not
happening
hearing.
here?
We heard you.
Michael
I
says
heard you.
Eventbrite. Thank you, Michael, for
Eventbrite.
sharing.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Claire, we hit this right with Eventbrite. Thank you for suggesting that.
Yeah.
Lacan, I can't hear you at the moment. What's happening? Oh,
It's
you
you.
seem muted from my end.
Norman, can you hear me?
Maybe when you tap the unmute, leave it for a few seconds. I'm going to ask you to unmute. I ask you to unmute. Okay, speak.
I don't know if you can, I don't. I mean, I don't know if you're
Is
hearing
it
me or
only me not
Claire.
hearing?
It's only you, Norman.
No one we can hear.
Can you hear me,
What's
Norman?
this? Can you hear me?
Yes. But
Yeah, you can hear
can't
me.
hear
Okay,
us.
people can hear me, but we can't hear Lacan. Okay, Claire, test. Can you speak? No, Claire, we can't hear. What's happening
No,
here?
you can't hear. You can't hear.
Did I press something wrong? No, I don't think so. Mela, let me see. Mute all. Okay, I'm gonna mute all. Okay, mute all, good. Now, can you unmute yourselves?
Can you hear me now?
No, I cannot hear anyone. Why? What's this? Save. Okay, looks like I can't hear anyone, but I don't know why. What's the problem here?
We can hear
Technical
you.
glitches. Oh, yes, yeah, check my audio input. I did nothing to change it, but I'm gonna check. Mela, audio input. It's my audio input is full. Everything on my end should be okay. I didn't change any settings even before. No, just a second. I see you waving. Tell me.
Read chat.
We can hear each other, but you can't hear us. Okay. I don't know what's went wrong because we were doing fine until a few minutes ago.
We're
That's
all doing
very
fine,
strange.
Norman. It's you who can't hear us.
Well, let me check here. Mute, my audio is off, so that's fine. Issa, what do I have there? Ask one mute. Okay, it's funny that I can't. Oh, come on. It happens. Yeah, it happens. Okay, so if you want to write in the chat on our. Oh, I have a chat here. Michael sent a chat here. Okay. Oh, this seems to be a nice poem. Shall I read it, Michael?
Can you hear me? I'll read it.
People are saying yes, let's read it.
Okay.
Yes, I know I can't hear you, but you can.
September
Michael
15th,
can
2001.
read it.
A song
Okay,
of
Michael,
experience.
if you can get heard, maybe. Okay, can you speak? Let me test. Possibly not, but yeah, let's.
No.
I'm speaking now.
Can you
Who
speak,
can hear
please,
me?
Michael?
Yes, I
I'm
can
speaking.
hear you.
If you're
I'm
speaking right
speaking.
now, you are hearing Michael. Oh my God, I can't hear Michael.
Should I go ahead and read?
And I'm okay.
Yes.
I'm not muted.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read.
Oh my God.
Oh,
This
hang
is
on.
strange.
Let me just
You are
tell.
hearing Michael. We can hear you, Michael,
Let
but
me
Norman
tell
cannot hear Michael, and
Norman to stop.
I hope that it would come out in the recording, but
Hang
I
on.
don't know.
It's okay.
He is reading. Okay.
No.
September 15th, 2001. A song of experience. By that Saturday morning, another small sun powers off the mighty Morphin Rangers, slams down the remote, and demands, "Where's my father? You said he'd be home by now." By mid-morning snack, a loss of appetite for PB&J, and the last he saw in cartoons are staying tuned for more make-believe superheroes. As he changed stations and searched with the rescue workers in HD on the big screen.
That was great. I can't.
I love the Morphin Power Rangers part.
I apologize. I found out what I had done wrong. It's because of the link from before, so that YouTube doesn't play over. I had muted my own self, like my computer. But now my concern is that what Michael was reading does not come out on the recording.
No,
That's my concern is because my side, my computer is recording. So maybe I ask for your patience, Michael. Could you read that again? But now I know and I can hear you, and I'm gonna pin you. And if it's okay for you to read that again so that it comes out in full, please.
Okay, I will read it again, and I'm happy that you were able to resolve the issue there with the sound.
Thank you. Apologies, guys.
Okay, yeah, I'll be happy to read it again. September the 11th. So the terrorist attack was on a Tuesday. So it occurred to me that a few days later, Saturday, this scenario occurred to me because Saturday is a lot of times that small sons will spend time with their father. September 15th, 2001, A Song of Experience. And A Song of Experience refers to William Blake, his songs of innocence and his songs of experience. So the young boy here will move from innocence to experience. By that Saturday morning, another small sun powers off the Mighty Morphin Rangers, slams down the remote and demands, "Where is my father? You said he'd be home by now." By mid-morning snack, a loss of appetite for PB&J, and the last he saw in cartoons are staying tuned for more make-believe superheroes as he changed stations and searched with the rescue workers in HD on the big screen.
That's great.
That is deep. Now I understand why people were writing the word deep. Yes, it is. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you.
Thank you for allowing me to share.
Very, very
I've
great.
got to get out the door, so I'll bid everyone
You are mute.
stay well and stay well read.
Stay well and stay well read. That's very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michael. Hope you will see you next time, and feel free to bring others. So now, Lakan, I can ask you to repeat what you were saying before, which I could not hear. My fault. Apologies.
It's okay, Norman. It happens to everyone. I was saying that I discovered this platform at Eventbrite. So well, what was I doing? I think I was booking another poetry event. And then I saw it. I was like, "Ooh, look at that!" So yeah, so that was good. And it was pretty much right in time because after an hour and a half, I'll be performing for a Moroccan platform. So that was good.
Perfect. We are actually wrapping up. Unless anybody would like to share anything else, timing is perfect right now. We're going to be hitting the hour mark roughly, which is great. We don't need to go too long. And very grateful for everyone to be here. Thank you for the nice surprise, Parmji.
Thank you.
Nice to see you twice in a day.
Really enjoyed it.
Great to hear, and that was a really nice surprise. I wish we can share this with other people, and yeah, we can share on VCG and stuff like that. Claire will be joining us as well there, and yeah, I have to. Yeah, of course, absolutely, Michael. Please do share with others. Feel free to do that. We're always growing here. Ah, yeah, there we are. Great. So our next appointment is 16th of October 2022. And by that time we can bring other people. We'll home in more on Get Better and stuff. And there we are. And Claire, just in case you know anyone who has maybe Paulo's poems, I only have four and I have to rotate until I get more.
Gosh.
It doesn't have to happen now, but if we start thinking, or maybe one of the people who really knew Paulo, and we can ask them for they read or they send me some stuff, it would be beautiful to have a Paulo poem, at least one.
Can't we go back to the other recordings and transcribe them?
Ah, we still will not have the whole set, but
No.
it's always better. Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much for sharing, Lakan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll save the chat as well. Yeah. Well, we'll see how to work it out, but it's just I'm throwing out the idea there because of course to honor the person who started all this. I mean this started actually physically in person, but it would have been only people on the island. Then because of this last, let me call it current world situation, to be diplomatic, For those of us who know it's true or not true, whatever, we started going online, and when we did that, we could do actually this. Imagine, this would not even be possible. 4 people now, 5 people until a few minutes ago, or however many people we have, nobody's in the same country. Like, it would not have been possible without us having gone online. So, like, everything happens for a reason. Beautiful. Love you all. Thank you so much. See you on Saturday, 16th October, 7:30 p.m. Please invite other people. And I'm wrapping up Malta Poets Society for the month of September 2022. Love, gratitude to all. Thank you and see you. Congratulations on your work. Congratulations and gratitude for your comments. See you next time. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Take care. Thanks.